basically hello, welcome to this amazing ultimate C++ course. So today we are going to learn, this is the first video of this playlist. So what is C++? First, so I would like to show you what is programming, right? So from programming, practical C++ programming. So this is a book from O'Reilly. Just let us go to the introduction of the basics, right? So what is C++? Why should we learn it? So if we go here, right, so it will be page number 3. Just a second. I guess this now next. Yeah, so see the basics. So what is C++, right? So let me just zoom in. C++, the ability to organize the process and information, the key in the success in the modern age. So basically, the modern age, it's all about data. So how is the data managed, right? So computer are designed to handle and process the amount of information so quickly. So what is we use computers is for basically first we take the input the data, then we process and make it a useful information, right, out of it. So starting with first is we need programming languages. Like for communication we have English, Hindi, like languages like English, Spanish, right? So how we communicate with each other. So for communicating with a computer we need programming languages. So C++ is one of the oldest one of those, and advantages are like C++ is fast and it is very reliable, and it is one of those oldest language. So it is basically a new version of, you can say, C, which has object oriented concepts. So that is what is we call as C++. So it's a high level programming language that allows software engineers to efficiently communicate with a computer. Next we have like C++ is highly flexible. So it is a high level programming language. So what actually computer understands is binary, right? So zeros and just ones. But whereas what C++ is, it converts whatever we type in normal English language, right? So high level language, and that it converts it into binary form 0 1, that is understandable by what? A computer. A brief history of C++ was two programmers started, right? Brian Kirinek and, okay, sorry for the pronunciation, I'm not wrong, and Dennis Ritchie, right? Main guy created a new language called as C. The name about because of C was preceded by the old programming language that we're usually using called B. Okay, C is designed with one goal in mind: writing and operating systems. The language was extremely simple and flexible and soon was used as many different types of programs. So, okay, much of those information is not needed. Okay, you can see just Bajane Strautstrup, if I'm not wrong, pronunciation, and started working in a new language called C with classes, right? So what is classes? It's basically, I'll teach in the later classes. So it's basically, it introduces object-oriented concepts in C. So that's what we call it C++. So that was how it was named. And so it's given, right, in total some part of code it's written. Okay, so now let's start with a basic program, okay, like C++. So I'll just show you what is the first program. So what you can do is just go to here, Google, okay, just type replit, and here you'll get the first link. So basically here I'm using the ID called as cloud ID replit. You can use any other like VS Code or say code blocks or anything, but why I'm using here, main reason is replit is it can run in cloud, so you can, and people who don't have computers can program it in their smartphones. It is very useful for that. Okay, let's start coding. And see here, you need to make your account, okay, just like how normally you just put some password and sign in. You can just sign in with Google, as here you can see I've signed in with Google. And next I'll just go to my REPLs. Basically I've just made a REPL here. Let me delete it. I'll make a new one to show you how to create. Just delete this REPL. So REPL is nothing but we are make the programs here. So first I'd like to make a new folder, C++. I'll just name it C++, create folder. Head on to this folder. I'll just press a create REPL. So here, see, there are a lot of languages. You can do almost several languages in Replit. So that's a big advantage of this rather than installing MinGW and any other things, which is a bit difficult. I'll just go with C++. Yeah. So yeah, C++ Replit. Name this as order of the video 01, introduction, production to C++. Yeah. I'll just press create REPL. So it's as simple as that. So what I would do is first, okay, it will give it some time, initialize. So you can just skip this. So here it will show you like what is the CPU and RAM usage. It is running in the cloud. It's not natively running in your browser. So see, first is what I would say you all what are these hash include IOStream if you're new to programming. Many of you would know who have done programming before, like in Python or C. It's similar to that. So first I would just use here using namespace std. So just now don't think much about it if you're not sure. So some things to remember in C++, you have to always use semicolon. Okay, like people who have come from JavaScript would probably know that semicolon is not needed at the end of the line, but C++ it's very necessary, otherwise your code won't run, it will throw an error. And you can just remove this std. See, once if you see, I'll point my cursor, once you use the using namespace std sentence, you don't need to again write here std all the time. So it's already given a demo program. Let me show you, right? So what it does here is include IOStream. So this is a header file. I would say what is a header file later, and this you need to include this statement so that you don't have to write std every time. Standard input output, right? So int main. So previously who have learned like programming wealth and all, they would understand that int is used basically in the so yeah, okay, so let's continue. I think there was some glitch in my OBS studio, so my video wasn't being recorded properly. So now you can see me. So I was just explaining. See, I will explain from the first. So what is include IOStream? So what is include? So IOStream is nothing but a header file. I would explain what is a header file later in the upcoming videos, and so you don't have to worry. Just now look at the program. So it's a basic program that will print hello world, right? And this is the console. This is basically the output window. So you would see using namespace std. So why we use this namespace std is we don't have to always like right here std, mention std before typing like cout. So what we generally do is std and see, you have to put this double colon and cout statement. So console output, cout, the full form of cout is console output, right? So we call the console as the output screen. So if you don't mention std here using namespace std, every time you have to type here std double colon then cout. So what to remove the problem, we just write here once using namespace std, then cout, then hello world. It will print hello world, right? So previously who have learned C++, in older C++ we used to use void main. So now in the new C++ versions, like it is being upgraded afterwards, right? So we don't use here void, we use instead, we use here int, right? So if I just run this, press here, it will take some time, and see, it prints hello world. Okay, so this is the output. So in later videos I'll also teach you what are strings, what are arrays, how to write multiple programs, and you will enjoy the upcoming videos. And so yeah, so this is how all it is. And so yeah, so let's see in the next video. Thank you.